All right, y'all. Time for episode 3 review. Let's get it. We're gonna start off with him right here. This Dick Halloran. I have been waiting on his storyline because I told y'all I like that the army is using his power to kind of find it, and so I knew he was gonna be a bigger like part of the storyline in general, right? And this episode really highlighted that. Okay, so him being in the plane using the slingshot to like pretty much guide them. I'm like, okay, this is dope. I like that they using old boy. Like, we really seeing that his gift is strong. Like, he's in the plane, really like leading them just off the strength of the connection with that slingshot. I really liked whenever we see him actually meeting it. Now, I could be wrong. Y'all might have to remind me, but I think this is the only time we actually saw an adult see it. Right? Like, this is the only time we actually see an adult communicate, get scared, maybe even eaten. I mean, he didn't get eaten, but you know what I mean. Like, so the fact that he saw it, and no, more importantly, like he phrased it saw him, right? So it know they coming, and he even warned the general. He's like, "Hey, I know what you're trying to do, but that thing saw us. It wasn't supposed to, so maybe we shouldn't be doing this now." And me personally, I wouldn't be doing it anyway when I know what that thing can really do. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? I'm not the one out there risking my life. I'm gonna let them handle that. So I thought it was cool. And even when he was like it talked to him, Dick Halloran could see like the dead bodies floating in the air. And I think his grandma like kind of saved him, like made him leave or whatever. But I thought that was dope. I'm like, imagine what's gonna happen if it sees him again, right? Like, he don't want to be nowhere near that, or he done for. Like, I already see it. Like, so I'm curious to see how he's going to react, if he's going to continue to lead the army towards it, or if he's going to be like, hey, this is as far as I could get you, because last time I got trapped in a completely different area and almost jumped out of a plane. No parachute. You know what I'm saying? So we going to see if he going to really, like, risk his life like that for real. And very quickly, I did like the interaction between these two, right? Because he didn't outright be like, hey, you weird for that just went on in the plane. He invited him back to the crib, got some good food, and was like, hey, I know that was you who was beating me that night with the max, and I ain't even tripping about that part. Just don't get in my mind no more. Because he felt it. He felt him in the back of his mind. He was like, look, I heard about it, ain't never experienced it, but when I was in that plane, this was the same thing. Stay out of my head. Right? I like that. Straight to the point. Don't play with me. And he's over there like, hey, I was in your head. You right. And you fearless. It's weird. You too fearless. Other people would have been begging for their life. In the back of your mind, you calculating. You ready to John Wick, disarm, equalizer, whatever it is. That's making me hype for him. I need him to encounter it. Because what is it gonna do to a man who has no fear? Right? Let's see. Now, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. This lady got on my nerves. I did think that this storyline is kind of cool, right? Because you got the indigenous people and you have like their burial grounds and stuff like that they're trying to protect. But also in the background, she really like moving with the youngins and it's like, hey, we also trying to make sure they don't get to it, right? Because remember, it was in the forest. Why is this lady talking about some, hey, we don't really know what the army is looking for. We don't know if they trying to get it or if they just like trying to do some pipe. Let's wait to see what they want. What? First of all, since when the government ever trying to encroach on your lands not like a bad thing? Like, it's usually a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, pipelines bursting, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if it wasn't for it, this would still be a bad thing, in my opinion, right? But the fact that she's just like, you're supposed to be keeping people away from it and your burial grounds, and you talk about some, oh, let's take the long way around, let's file some paperwork. Woman, you making me mad. Okay, she's making me mad. I messed with her when she was a kid. As an adult, we gonna need a couple episodes to change my mind about her, right? And of course, if we talk about her as a kid, we're gonna have to talk about this man right here is the boy we were seeing in the beginning of the episode. And I ain't gonna hold you, I'm annoyed. He was dumb as a kid because I get playing around, running and stuff, but how you run so deep into that forest, not hearing that girl say, hey, I ain't following you, don't go up in there, and you turn around confused, like, where's she at? That don't sit right with me. I mean, I know it's a show, but dumb. All right, and then now that he's back in town, he's looking for it again. Am I tripping? Because I feel like if I ever experienced that as a kid, I ain't going back, right? But you know what? As expected, those two, I don't like them. Right? And he's the one with the slingshot, though. I will say that. The one that Dick Halloran was using to guide them, that was his slingshot. Which, let me tell y'all, that kind of makes me mad that the slingshot thing worked, right? I don't even have a picture of this thing. Let me show you. This thing right here. So, I know that they were supposed to be, like, making this scary. I can see from the kid's point of view, especially since that's the thing that scared him when he was in the carnival thing or whatever. But even watching it grow legs and all of that, it wasn't really that scary. Like, alright, maybe saying it wasn't that scary is not what I want to say. It's just that it wasn't as creepy as I was hoping it was going to be. Because I ain't going to lie, there's another picture of this thing where its face, you know, it does the it thing where it's got teeth everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, it does get a little out there. But I didn't have that sense of, you know, like from the first two episodes, I didn't really get that from it, right? It is ugly, but I ain't get scared like that. But that ain't even the problem, because I don't mind if people get scared from this thing. But what gets me is that they used the slingshot to hit it in the eye, and that kind of held it up so that the kids could get away. I just don't know that after watching a overgrown baby demon with wings rip some kids apart on the first episode, that I'ma want to see that monster like get stunned by a rock in a slingshot. That kind of threw me. That kind of threw me a little bit. That just a little bit though, right? I still have complete faith in the horror in this show. It's just that part kind of made me mad a little bit. I lost my suspense of disbelief, or whatever you want to call it. But I don't know. I don't think I like that. Moving on to the best part of the show, it's the kids. So let me tell you, right now I'm rocking with Rich. Okay, Rich is funny to me. He's funny. He made up all that crap about, oh yeah, my cousin said this, my uncle said that, we gotta do it like this, we gotta have a little seance. This man, at the end, after they called BS on his stuff, he looked at my boy over here and was like, you know, man, it's hard to make friends. I gotta do what I gotta do, you know what I'm saying? I thought that was just so funny. He was running his mouth the whole time like he really knew what was up. Meanwhile, he making it up on the fly. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I thought that was funny. Old girl Lily right here redeemed herself a little bit. She redeemed herself because remember, I hated her last episode. Now I'm just like, oh, she got advice from a well to put together adult finally, and she's like, hey, I'm about to make it right, Ronnie. I'm about to get your daddy out of here. We about to go get some proof. Got the camera, got the plan. She's like, hey, you got somebody? I got the equipment. Let's get it. So I rocks with her. Okay, she's redemption arc. We with it. And you know Ronnie is my girl every time. As soon she wasn't rocking with Lily when Lily first approached her, but as soon as Lily said, hey, I'm gonna tell and I got a plan, Ronnie said, no doubt, let's get it down. She called up, she said, I got a man right here who know what to do. He's smart. We can make it happen, right? So boom, Ronnie my girl every time. And this guy right here, what is his name? I can't remember his name right here, but I like him. He's smart. He knows how to develop film. Now I feel like I know how to develop film, right? The only thing I didn't like about this guy was at the end when he dropped the camera, or they dropped the camera or whatever. Y'all are running from ghosts. The ghosts are not scary, but y'all are running from ghosts right now. Why would you go into a dilapidated cemetery thing instead of booking it out of there? Like, get on your bike, get the camera, and get gone. So he made me mad with that. But outside of that, he was on point. All right, so for this episode, I give it about a 7 out of 10. Mostly because the effects didn't really scare me, but the kids, they brought it back. The kids was dope, and the storylines are still pretty good. This was more of a story development and not really a horror, let's freak them out type of episode. Pretty good.